Hello guys, Matkip here, and in this video we are going over everything you need to know about battle ready Pokemon. We'll talk about IVs, EVs, natures, abilities, moves, and the fastest way possible to get your Pokemon ready for competitive battles, raids, or for whatever reason you want to train your Pokemon. But also a slower method for it because the fast way gets expensive. For this video I'm gonna use my shiny Dratini, since I just caught it and it will need everything to be done on it. So, first things first, in order to do some things from this guide, your Pokemon needs to be level 50 and above. The fastest way to level up a Pokemon is by using XP candies. You can farm a lot of them from Tera raids. As you can see, I have a ton of these. But if you haven't unlocked higher level raids yet, or you just don't want to do raids, there is a super quick method to level up your Pokemon, but it's not as fast as candies. This method is a Chansey farm. Be careful though, because with this leveling method your Pokemon will obtain EVs. So if your Pokemon is not yet EV trained, it's better to train it before you level it up. All you need to do is go to this area, right here, have a Pokemon 50 level or more with fighting type move with a lot of PP, leading your party while it's holding a lucky egg. In this case, I will use my Breloom with low sweep. After that, all you need to do is set up a picnic to make a ham sandwich. It's the number 80. It doesn't need a lot of much, as you can see it only needs pickles, ham, mayo and mustard. This sandwich will give you encounter power normal. This means for 30 minutes you will have unlimited Chansey spawns that give a ton of XP after each battle. Just go around and keep killing Chanseys. Next are EVs. You can check online for specific builds around your Pokemon and how to spread the points, and here I have an in-depth guide about EVs. You can check your Pokemon EVs if you go to Summary, Moves and Stats and press the L button. You will see that my Dratini has no EVs, as opposed to my Iron Hand that is full HP and attack. So in order to increase our Pokemon's EVs, there are two ways. One way is to go and fight wild Pokemon. You can make it pretty fast if you use these power items that you can get from any Delibird shop. Each one gives +8 to the desired stat. So if you're battling a Pokemon that gives +1 attack when you battle it, and your Pokemon is holding a power bracer, it will get +9. It's pretty straightforward, but it takes some time. So for this guide we are gonna use the expensive method. It's a lot faster. You wanna go to any Chansey supply store and buy vitamins. Each one increases the stat by 10. So if I want to max out my Dratini's attack and speed, I will get 26 proteins and 26 carbos. And just slam these bad boys to our Dratini. By the way, if you press down, it will use the max amount of items you can use. And as you can see now, my attack and speed are maxed. Now let's talk about IVs. To be able to check your Pokemon IVs though, you need to have the game completed, and after the credit scenes, you go to any Poké Center and it will unlock the judge function. After you've done that, when you go to your boxes, there is an option to judge your Pokemon by pressing the plus button and will judge your stats. Like my Dratini here, it has very good HP, decent attack, very good defense and so on. If your Pokemon has max IV in a stat, it will say best. That means that this Pokemon have 31 extra points to each stat, and the only way to fix a bad IV is to Hypertrain. Hypertrain acts exactly the same as a max IV. The only downside to Hypertrain is that you can't breed to get max IVs. So in order to Hypertrain our Pokemon, we need to go to a Delibird present and buy a bottle cap. It's under the general goods. It costs only 20,000, so to max out a Pokemon you need 6 of them, and additionally you can farm them from Tera raids. Now, to Hypertrain your Pokemon, you need to go to the Ghost Gym town, Montenevera, or whatever it's called. there is an NPC right behind the Poké Center with an Aboman Snow. And your Pokemon needs to be level 50 or above to be able to use this function. As you can see, it asks me if I want to use bottle caps or gold bottle cap. I don't have one because it's really rare, but it doesn't matter. We are just gonna use bottle caps. So I want my Dratini to be a physical attacker. That means that I don't need special attack. So I'm just gonna use 5 bottle caps and increase all the other stats. And just click start the training. And just like that, my Dratini now has 31 points to every stat except special attack, of course. Next, it's natures. Nature increases stat by 10% but decreases another one by 10%. So you wanna make sure your Pokemon have the right one in order to hit harder, take more hits, or whatever the purpose is of your build. So my Dratini's nature is serious. As you can see, the little white circles on my stats have nothing on them. That is because serious nature does not increase or decrease the stat. My Volcarona has calm nature that increases special defense and lowers the attack stat, as you can see by the up arrow and the down arrow. I want my Dratini to have a positive attack nature and a negative special attack, and to achieve that we are gonna use mints. Mints are sold on any Chances Supply store. Go at the end and you will see a lot of different mints. All these decrease a stat and decrease another one, except the serious one. And they all cost 20,000. I want mine to have an adamant nature, so I'm just gonna buy this. And you simply use it on your Pokemon. As you can see, my Dratini is still serious nature, but the increase and decrease in stats is for adamant nature, plus attack, minus special attack. Next are abilities. Let's take for example Tinkaton. This Pokemon has 3 potential abilities: Mold Breaker, Own Tempo, and Pickpocket. 2 of them are normal abilities and the third one is its hidden ability. In order to go from Own Tempo to Mold Breaker, we need to use an ability capsule. But to go from a normal ability like Own Tempo to Pickpocket, you need to use an ability patch. You can buy ability capsules from a Chances Supply store for 100,000, or you can drop them from Rage. Ability patch drops from 6-star plus Rage. My Dratini have Sedge Skin. It's its normal ability. So if I want to get its hidden ability, I need to use an ability patch on it. And just like that, my Dratini have Marvel Scale now. Now that my Pokemon is fully trained and evolved, we need to do some last tweaks to complete our build. To teach your Pokemon new moves, there are 3 ways. First is by remembering moves. This includes only moves that your Pokemon can learn through leveling, or a move that you already taught your Pokemon by other means, like TMs or Egg moves. The second one is to use TMs to learn moves. And the third one is Egg moves. I want my Dratini to have Dragon Dance, Extreme Speed, Tera Blast and Dragon Claw. I will remember Dragon Dance. I will remember Extreme Speed. We're gonna use a TM for Tera Blast. And a TM for Dragon Claw. For the sake of this video, we are gonna pass down Extreme Speed to Dragonite instead of remembering it, because it's an Egg move too. So In order to pass down an egg move, all you need to do is to forget a move, so your Pokemon has only 3 moves. And after that, you wanna go to Cascarafa City and go to the Delibird shop. Under the battle items, you wanna buy a Mirror Herb. Equip your Pokemon that you want to learn the egg move with a Mirror Herb and find another Pokemon that already knows the move. In this case, I will give the Mirror Herb to my Dragonite. And I have an Arcanine that already knows the move Extreme Speed. For this to work, it really doesn't matter if the Pokemon is in the same egg group, or are the same gender, or if it's a legendary, or whatever. You just set up a picnic and wait for 3 to 5 seconds. This should be fine. And as you can see, my Dragonite learned Extreme Speed. And the final change we need to do is the Tera Type. My Dragonite has Dragon Tera Type and I want normal. To change that, we need to go to Medali City, right here. And in the treasury tree, or the hardest gym in the game, and talk to the chef. You will need 50 Tera Salts of the desired type in order to change the Tera Type. Choose the type of the Tera Salts you wanna use. Select your Pokemon. And the Tera Type is changed. Super simple. Hope you enjoyed and have a beautiful day.